Om Vigneshwara Potri, Om Muruga Potri. Chapter 14. The Birth of Lord Muruga. Devas had gathered at the foot of the Himalayas. They were eagerly waiting for the birth of Muruga, as the wedding of Lord Shiva and Parvati was already over to their great joy. But the long-awaited birth of Muruga was still evading them, and they were naturally getting worried about the delay in Lord's ending the atrocities of Surabatman. They wanted to make a fresh appeal to the god, meeting him once again at Mount Kailash with Brahma as their leader. Brahma was not in favor of meeting Lord Shiva without an appointment or his prior consent. He suggested that they send a messenger to announce their arrival to the Lord. Who would be the right choice? Manmada was sent last time and his fate was well known. All Devas hesitated and Brahma had to call Vayu to do the job. Vayu shuddered at the very thought of going to Mount Kailash to meet the Lord. He pleaded with Brahma, "O Lord of Vedas, please forgive me. I cannot meet the same fate as Manmada. I shall not undertake this dangerous task. Please do not compel me." Brahma was seized of his legitimate fears. He tried to convince him again, "Maruta, you will not meet the same fate as Manmada. Let me assure you that the situation in Mount Kailash is quite different now. Let us help each other. You will earn good name and fame by your visit." When Brahma was insisting, Vayu had to yield. As soon as he reached Mount Kailash, he went in gathering all the sweet smell of divine flowers, as pleasant as the soothing southern wind. Nandideva stopped him at the second gate and questioned him for his unauthorized entry. Vayu begged his pardon for coming in without his permission and wanted him to forgive him. "Okay, but please run away from here at once," Nandideva said. Vayu went straight to Devas and apprised them as to what has happened. Devas decided to go together to Lord Shiva and make a fresh request. Accordingly, they chanted prayers to Lord Shiva and went to Mount Kailash. Nandideva informed the Lord of their arrival and with his permission allowed them in. Devas now presented their case in one voice and asked him to redress their grievances. "O Lord of Kailash, how long are we to live in fear of devil Surabatman? Kindly give us your son, equal in power to you, to mitigate our sufferings." Lord Shiva acceded to their prayer and agreed to do the needful. Right in their presence, he stood with 6 faces. Ishanam, Tatpurusham, Vamanam, Ahoram, Satyojadam were the 5 faces, and the 6th one, Atomugam, was visible only to the enlightened. Devas were stunned at this majestic figure with 6 faces. 6 sparks were emitted from the 6 eyes in the foreheads of the 6 faces. The sparks were so powerful that they spread a lot of heat all around. Devas ran hither and thither, unable to withstand the heat. Parvati, who was sitting next to Shiva, also ran inside with her anklets tinkling. Was it proper for Devas to run away from the Lord? They gathered again before him and pleaded, "We wanted a son from you to annihilate the Asura and protect us. The spark emitted from your eyes are producing so much of heat all over the place, and we are unable to stand it. If you do not take pity on us, we will just get reduced to ashes. Who else can help us if not you?" Lord Shiva changed his form and gave darshan with just one face. All the sparks were called back by him. He called Vayu and Agni to take the 6 sparks to the Ganges river, who in turn was to take them to Saravana lake in the south. Vayu and Agni expressed their apprehension whether they would be able to carry the sparks all at once, as they emanated so fiercely from the Lord himself. Lord gave them the adequate courage to take up the task and also assured them they would have the divine power to do it successfully. Both took leave of the Lord and Devas felt quite relieved mentally. Oh my dear Devas, the 6 sparks, as soon as they reach Saravana Lake, will unite and become my son. He will kill the Asuras and take care of your welfare. Now you may get back to your places, Lord said. Devas did not return to their kingdom. They wanted to witness the great event of Lord Muruga's birth on earth. They followed Vayu and Agni. When Vayu carried the sparks, the heat was unbearable for him. Agni took them to river Ganges. Because of the excessive power of the sparks, the water in the Ganges began to evaporate. On being briefed about her part of the job, river Ganges took the sparks to Saravana Lake. God's grace protected the water in the lake, and all the Devas stood around the lake singing his praise. The 6 sparks which floated in the lake got united into one big column of fire. Amidst the big bright light spreading its rays all around, a divine figure could be seen which was formless, beautiful, endless, unique, multifaceted and supreme. Lord Muruga was there with 6 faces and 12 hands, and Devas felt happy that they need to fear none hereafter. They worshipped the winsome child seated on the lotus flower, saying that he alone will be their savior. Lord Shiva called the 6 Kritika girls to take care of the child. As soon as they drew near the lotus, Lord Muruga transformed himself as 6 children. He was to be fed and brought up by the 6 girls. One could see 6 different childish pranks in the 6 children brought up by the girls. One was smiling and taking milk. The second one was still sleeping. The third one had just woken up and enticed them with his first sweet words. The fourth one was playing, while the fifth one was weeping. When one was crawling, the other was trying to stand. When one was sitting on the banks of the lake, the other was playing in the water. The different milestones and stages of a little child's growth could be seen there to the enjoyment of everyone. The Kritika girls were sometimes worried when they saw the children going all out to play. They in fact were worshipping them as God incarnate. At the time when Lord Muruga was born in the Saravana Lake, the Asuras like Surabatman, Singamugan and others were having their bad dreams. Chapter ended. Thank you.